Again, reading it, what does it say? The numerator of a fraction exceeds the denominator by 5. So I'm starting to realize if I wrote that down, I don't know what the denominator is, but what's the fraction going to be? The denominator's on the bottom, and what they say, the numerator is 5 more than that denominator. So I'll write that over here. It says if the numerator be decreased by 9, if the numerator be decreased by 9, well, let me do that. D plus 5 decreased by 9, and the denominator increased by 6. The sum of the resulting fraction and the given fraction is 2. I think I can handle it. Whoops, I made a mistake over here. It's the denominator increased by 6. I'm sorry about that. Got to go back, and I just noticed that. Maybe I should reread that part to you. So it says if the numerator be decreased by 9, I did that, and the denominator increased by 6. Whoops. That's going to be D plus 6. Okay, the way I would solve this is multiply both sides by the LCD. Let me just remind you what the LCD is for this problem here. It's fairly simple. It's D plus 6. So let's write this down. What are you going to get? Well, D plus 5 times D plus 6 plus, well, I'm going to simplify this guy. What do you get? You would get D minus 4, and let's see, times D equals 2. You know what? I'm running out of room, so I need more room. I'm going to do it again. So what do you get? D plus 5 times D plus 6 plus, again, I'm simplifying, D plus 5 minus 9 is D minus 4. The D plus 6 would cancel off if I multiply by LCD, and you get D. On the right side, you get 2D, D plus 6. All right, some simplifications in our order. Let's do that. This is going to be D squared plus 11D plus 30. This is going to be D squared minus 4D. This is going to be 2D squared plus 12D. I'm still simplifying, by the way. I'm not thinking about what D is anymore. I'm thinking about solving an equation. You're going to get 2D squared. That's right here. Let's see, 11D minus 4D is going to be 7D plus 30 equals 2D squared plus 12D. Well, I'm going to subtract 2D squared from both sides and subtract 7D from both sides. And what would you get? 30 equals 5D, or D would equal to 6. Now, granted, you may say, I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I got a D of 6, but what does that mean? I hope you realize they've got a question, which is find the fraction. This is the fraction they're talking about. So what's the fraction going to be? Well, if D is 6, what do you get? You would get 11 over 6. That's the fraction, and that's what's being listed over here. If you want to write it as a mixed number, which I do not suggest doing, because they did say what's the fraction is 11/6. But I wouldn't mind writing this thing as a mixed number. But again, 11/6 is the answer, because that is a fraction, by the way. If I write this down as a mixed number, it's a mixed number. So what do you get over here? Well, let's see, still 6 over there. And what are you going to get? 4, 5, 6. All right? But again, 11/6 is the appropriate answer. Thank you.